Hey everybody, welcome back to Grunt Reviews. We are back out at the lovely Shooting Academy, and in my hand I have the PTR 9CT pistol, and this is going to be our range review on it. Guys, as always, go down below. Please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment. It helps us with the YouTube algorithms. If you like what we're doing for you here at the channel, I've got my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, and let's get into it. So as we always do, first things first, I have got one of the factory ETS mags loaded up. This is the 115 grain Federal Syntech. And let's be honest, everybody loves this part. All right. And here we go. First mag, let's see how it works. All right, and there appears to be a double feed there. Something is rattling around. Stand by. Let me see what that is. Well. Alright, let's try that again. And stovepipe with it's actually a full round there, or an unfired. Ooh, there's. So
you got a bad mag.
And I think this may be a bad mag. I'm going to set this down here. I'm going to clear this out. So just to assume it's not the gun, I have a factory HK mag. This has got some 115, just some basic stuff. Steiner and Beloit, or the S&B, 115 grain range. All right, and no lockback on the MP5 platform. So, and I've set it in the tabletop. Oh, well, there's our issue right there. If you look closely, you can see that the feed lip has broken completely off the factory magazine. So, for shits and grins, I've got the other factory mag. This also has some of that 115 grain Syntech in it. Let's see if this one does the same thing. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, something I want to highlight. So you'll notice that obviously I do leave the chamber open there. With this platform and these mags on a fully loaded magazine, you cannot insert it with the bolt closed. So just something to be aware of. And all right, and locks back. So it does appear that the firearm itself is working. Obviously the ETS mags, I don't have a lot of positive to say about those, but the firearm works. The mags do not necessarily work well. Of course, this one functioned flawlessly. I'm going to grab a couple different types of ammo. We're going to put a can on this and see how it runs suppressed. All right, so we do want to see how this runs suppressed, and hopefully this will pick up in the camera mic. So I have got 7 rounds. This is the 115 grain Syntech. And then I also have 7 rounds. This is the 150. Why they chose to make both of these red, I have no idea. But this is the, helps put it on the right way. This is the AB suppressors. This is the F4. And had pretty good luck with these cans. on some of the large frame pistol PDW types. And PTR does include this. We'll see if you can get an up-close shot, but you do get an O-ring on the barrel to help keep it in place. Obviously, to prevent things from backing off. Not a huge deal, but is a nice little touch there. So we will try the supersonic stuff first. All right, and we'll switch it up to the subsonic. So this is not a full mag, so it will lock in with the bolt forward. Solid performance from both. The addition of the can, and even though this thing is all titanium, and it doesn't add a ton of weight, that can combined with that roller delayed system, almost no felt recoil, very minimal performance wise, and I hope that came through on the camera. The only thing I'm hearing from the shooter's position is the bolt running back and forth, which is what you should. Not getting any gas coming back through the ejection port or anything like that. Once again, that's part of that roller delayed system, and that's why these are such great hosts for the can of your choice. Thing is just an absolute pleasure to shoot. Will notice that the handguard, even with the rounds we have put through it today, and we did some shooting off camera, there's probably 200 rounds through it so far. In the last 35-40 minutes, and it's not even starting to heat up yet. So very well done on the handguard there. Receiver body starting to get a little bit warm. I'm gonna grab some more ammo. We're gonna do some more shooting. So I'm gonna do this without ears just to see how it runs. We've got 10 rounds total. 5 rounds of the 124 Syntech training match, so the supersonic stuff, and then 5 rounds of the 150. So we are going to see how this is to the unguarded ear. Helps to put her on fire. Yeah, that with the can, sound-wise, makes the supersonic stuff definitely bearable. Don't have a meter, but I'd call that hearing safe. But from the shooter's position with the subsonic, all I'm hearing is the bolt working. Hopefully that one came through just a little bit better on the microphone for you. So I did want to show you, of course, that you can run a red dot with this. Something to be said though, and this thing is empty, but it will, you need something really low to co-witness it. This is the Hollow Sun, this is the HE510, and it does block the irons, something to consider. But I want to highlight reloads on this. So these are just a little bit different because this thing has a non-reciprocating, but because it does not have a bolt holdback on it, let me stop shooting here. There we go. Because it does not have a bolt holdback on it, when you go to reload, you essentially have to lock the bolt to the rear. On this, you have 2 options. If you trust your mags to drop free, you can use the button release. That doesn't always work. Not every mag drops free. The HK mags take a lot of insertions before they'll usually fall free. So essentially what you've got to do is pull the bolt to the rear, dump your mag, grab your next mag, put it in, and then cycle it. So I'm going to do a 5R2, 5 shots, then we're going to reload, then we are going to do 2 more just to show you how this works on these. And going hot. All right, got that click. To the back, strip the mag in, and we're out. 5R2. So if you haven't played with an MP5 platform, like I said, the reloads are just a little bit different. And then, like I said earlier, with an admin reload, trying to put a full 30-round mag in on a closed bolt does not function. Tried it with the ETS mags, tried it with the factory HK mags. So something to consider. I'm gonna let this guy behind me stop shooting or off in the distance there, and we'll do some final thoughts. So, final thoughts on this thing. Very, very impressed with the performance. Functions exactly as it should. For about half the price of what the HK SP5s are running, you're not losing anything. Little things I did notice, obviously we covered it earlier, but with the rail, most of your red dots are not going to co-witness with it. These are adjustable, but something else I did notice is zeroed just a little bit high. We're shooting about 50 yards today. I've got to come in just a hair low. Not a huge deal, but would be nice if it had been tweaked just a hair more from the factory. Obviously, right there at the beginning, and I'll highlight that broken mag, I really wish they had put some better magazines in them. The steel, something like the HK, or even a better, better polymer mag. I'm not a huge fan of ETS to start with, but for a firearm that is, almost $2,000 out the door, I really wish they'd put something better than a poverty grade shit magazine in it. Some steel mag, something a little bit nicer. PTR, if you're listening, would be kind of nice. I will actually be reaching out to PTR customer service about that, so we will get to see how their customer service is. But back to the firearm itself, absolutely love this thing. So something I do wish that they had as an option was including the brace. I wish that wasn't a separate purchase. I believe there's some package type deals, but it would be nice if it came from the factory with that option included. But all in all, really I have nothing bad to say about it. A couple little things I covered in the tabletop. With a little bit of sweat on your hands, the grip does get just a little bit slick. Would like a little bit more texture there, but I would say that this is 99.9% of an MP5 or an SP5, I should say, for half the price. Guys, I do appreciate your time watching this. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to get them answered for you. And as always, stay safe, train hard.